talk to you about a very important subject because I feel that it's something that isn't really talked about in the community, and the community being people. It's going to be postpartum depression. I wanted to tell you some of the ways that I am preparing myself for if I do have postpartum depression, or even if I just have the baby blues. It's something that happens to women, and it's something that can hit women out of the blue and they may not know what they are dealing with. So first of all, I will go ahead and put the definition right here of what postpartum depression is.
Postpartum depression is a mood disorder that can affect women after childbirth. Mothers with postpartum depression experience feelings of extreme sadness, anxiety, and exhaustion that may make it difficult for them to complete daily care activities for themselves or for others.
I'm also going to put what baby blues is.
Baby blues. The baby blues is a term used to describe feelings of worry, unhappiness, and fatigue that many women experience after having a baby.
That's going to be what postpartum depression is, and that is going to be what baby blues is. When I had Kai roughly 4 years ago, oh my goodness, I can't believe it's been 4 years, I had postpartum depression, and I didn't know that I had it at first. Things were very hard for me. I had just moved to Minnesota. I didn't really have any friends. I just delivered this baby, decided to be a stay-at-home mom, and so I'm at home isolated with a newborn. There's a lot of things that happen. First of all, one of the things that happened is once I gave birth, it's like I gave birth and then this halo of guilt came over me. Whenever I would do anything that didn't have anything to do with my baby, I felt super guilty about it, and I would just be sitting there like, why? Why do I feel so freaking guilty about this? Say probably around like the 6-month period is when it started to get really bad. I remember she would cry, and because I'm in the mental health field, I kind of knew the signs of it. So when she would cry, if I couldn't handle it myself, I would not go into the room. I would let her cry, and I myself would like go into my closet and cry. I remember being upset at my friends at the time because I'm home alone with this baby, wanting to talk to someone, and you know, they're off doing their thing, they're working, so they can't answer my texts, they can't answer my phone calls. And I remember feeling not only like just really, really lonely, but also in a place of, why the fuck is this happening to me? I have a baby. I should be happy right now. So I put this should and expectation of life and reality on myself, and it was just like, why? I would go out with my friends. So I would choose like a day to go out. I didn't do it very often because I was like, oh my gosh, I don't want to leave my baby alone with my husband. He's been working all day, and I don't want to leave the baby alone with him because he also needs some me time. And it turned into I was putting everyone before me, and that was making me a sad, not fun person to be around. And I feel like that's what we do as mothers. We put everyone else's needs before me. And people may not believe this, but you come first. You come before the baby, and you come before the husband. Because if you don't take care of yourself, there is no way that you can take care of your family. It's going to be harder for you to be the wife that you want to be, the mother that you want to be. I don't say best, because there is no such thing as the best mom or the best wife. It's what you want to be. You be the mother and wife that you want to be, or partner. Because when I became pregnant with this baby, I thought to myself, fuck. I am about to go through what I went through, and I needed to prepare myself for that so that when I get in that hole, I already have a bunch of coping skills that I can do. So one of the things that I wanted to talk about is start searching for a therapist right now. The last thing that you want to be doing is in your depression, in your blues, trying to find someone that's going to be able to hear out your story. So even if you're like, I know I won't have depression, that's not me. Girl, get yourself 2 to 3 therapists on a piece of paper just in case. That way, you don't have to worry about in the middle of the night, worrying about, okay, I'll get to it when the baby's asleep. No, write it down now. That way when it happens, boom, all you gotta do is pick out that piece of paper and call that number and set up an appointment. Know your benefits. I say that because the healthcare market is changing so much that people don't know their benefits, so then they will make an appointment with a therapist, and I know this firsthand because by profession I am a therapist, And people come in and they're like, oh, I have that deductible. I can't afford to come back. And it sucks because people feel they need health insurance. They need the therapy. People feel they need the therapy, but the health insurance, they didn't know their benefits and weren't able to prepare for that ahead of time. So know your benefits. But I got a feeling you're going to know your benefits because you're going to get the hospital bill right after you have that baby and you're going to know your benefits. Self-care daily. I don't care if that's 5 minutes or 15 minutes. You have time for yourself. So if you need to wake up 15 minutes before the baby wakes up, set yourself an alarm to wake up and do whatever it is you need to do. My routine in the morning before Kai gets up, I go into the bathroom, I light a lavender candle, and while that candle is burning, I brush my teeth, I talk to myself, I listen to a daily affirmation, I listen to some inspiration, I get my face together, and then I'm ready to start my day. That's my self-care. So whatever you need to do, whether that's having a Snickers in the closet while your toddler's napping and your baby's crying, do it. Self-care daily. I highly recommend at least 15 minutes. Plan time away from home without the family. And that does not mean go grocery shopping. That does not mean go run some errands. What that means is if you like to go to Target, go browse Target for yourself, by yourself. Have the support. Trust me. What I want you to think about is if you were in a situation and it was an emergency, who would you call? And that person that you would call, give them a heads up. Hey, you know what? I might need at least, like an hour away from the house once a month. You think you can help me with that? People in your life that support you are going to want to help you through that time. So plan that out ahead of time because you're going to need to get away from your family. You don't need to do everything with your family. Okay? You're going to need that break. Trust me. Get dressed. This is a big one for me. When I thought about me having postpartum depression, I thought about it and I was like, I used to wake up, I would bathe Kai, I would take a shower and then put on like some pajama clothes. Get dressed. Feel good about yourself. Do not get back in those pajamas. I ain't talking about jeans either because jeans are uncomfortable to me. But put on some leggings. Put on like a nice shirt, even if it's just for an hour. You may not want to wear that frumpy nursing shirt, and that's okay. So get dressed because that's what you would probably do if you didn't have a baby. Feel good about yourself. Feel good about walking around the house. I personally am going to put on some lipstick or lip gloss because I'm going to be killing it around the house. Plan your first girls' night breakfast away. So after you have a baby, we have a tendency to get consumed in the baby, get consumed in the husband. We don't make time for ourselves. We miss our girlfriends. We want to talk about your girlfriends. Plan that ahead of time. Set it out a month and a half in advance, this day, so you have something to look forward to. No matter what you are going through, in about a month, you're looking at your calendar and you're just like, yes, I already know I'm about to be out there sipping mimosas, doing me. You have something to look forward to. Give yourself that. Give it to yourself. Also recommend if you can to hang out with maybe someone that isn't a mom. I know that sounds really like, oh, well, I just want to hang out with moms. No, hear me out. I'm going to tell you why. Because we have a tendency to go out and then talk about our kids while we're out. So if you can go out and talk about you, usually your friend that doesn't have kids, they may ask real quickly, how your kids doing? But then after that, they're going to change the subject and it's going to be all about you and girl time. Give it a try. Get off social media. You don't have to cancel your Facebook. You don't have to cancel your Instagram, but I highly recommend that if you have the blues, get off social media. The only thing that social media is going to do is exasperate that. You sitting here down in yourself and you're looking at social media and all you see is Molly got a new man.
Janet went on vacation. Poppy got a raise.
You are comparing your insides to their outsides. That is not going to help you feel better. That's probably why sometimes when you're feeling down and then you go check Facebook, you feel even shittier because people are not their true selves on Facebook. So if you are feeling down, get rid of social media. You'll thank me later. Thank me later. Exercise. Walking, lifting weights, doing a video. That produces positive energy. You feel good about yourself. So even if you're not someone that goes to the gym, you're going to want to work yourself, move your body, get into it, get fluent, do some boxing. Do you, girl. Last thing that I'm going to recommend is talk to your doctor, of course. Talk to your doctor about how you are feeling If you don't feel comfortable talking to your doctor, talk to some other doctor. But this is gonna go ahead and wrap up this video. I hope that this was super helpful. I myself am a licensed professional counselor, so part of it does come from my practice and part of it comes from my own personal experience with postpartum depression, and I hope that it was helpful. If you have any questions, go ahead, drop them below. I'll answer them as best that I can. But for any woman out there that is struggling, I feel you, girl. I've been there. I feel you. Alright, we're Team Channel, and thank you so much for watching today, and we hope to see you back soon, and we appreciate you. Alright, bye. I would come up and do the hand thing, but I'm not even gonna lie, the camera's actually quite far away, and I'm just gonna sit here and browse my phone for a little bit.